Escobar Effect Overnight Update. Manchester, Connecticut officer involved shooting. Late Sunday night, just after 11 p.m., Manchester police were dispatched to a home on Parker Street after a 911 caller reported an active domestic disturbance. According to police, the caller told dispatchers that 18-year-old David Cordero was out of control and was believed to be armed with a kitchen knife. Officer Anthony DeJulius was the first officer to arrive. Body camera footage released by investigators shows that within seconds of exiting his patrol vehicle, the officer encountered Cordero in the roadway. Police say Cordero was chasing another man when the confrontation occurred. Officer DeJulius fired 3 rounds, striking Cordero in the shoulder. Officers immediately rendered first aid before EMS transported him to a nearby trauma center. He survived his injuries and has since been released from the hospital. One of the major developments in the case is that investigators later reported they did not recover a knife at the scene, despite the original 911 report alleging Cordero was armed. Whether Cordero actually possessed a weapon at the moment he was shot remains a key question in the investigation. Charges against David Cordero. Following his release from the hospital, David Cordero, 18, was arrested and charged with multiple offenses related to the domestic incident, including third-degree assault, criminal mischief. Additional charges stemming from the domestic disturbance. As of now, no police officers have been arrested or charged. Where the investigation stands under Connecticut law, every officer involved shooting is investigated independently. The investigation has been turned over to the Connecticut Office of the Inspector General, led by Inspector General Elliot D. Prescott. The Connecticut State Police Central District Major Crime Squad, which processed the crime scene and collected evidence. Investigators are reviewing Officer Anthony DeJulius body camera footage, 911 recordings, witness statements, physical evidence from the scene, whether the use of deadly force was legally justified under Connecticut law. Family's response. In an unexpected development, Cordero's stepfather publicly defended the responding officer, saying he believed the officer acted appropriately to protect the family and stating that the officer did nothing wrong. His comments differ from many officer-involved shooting cases, where family members often question police actions. Podcast discussion. This case raises several important questions for listeners. What happens when officers respond to a report of an armed suspect, but later no weapon is found? Is an officer justified in relying on the information provided by a 911 caller if they perceive an immediate threat upon arrival? Could this situation have ended differently with additional time or de-escalation, or did the rapidly unfolding circumstances leave the officer with only seconds to react? As of this morning, the investigation remains active. No findings have been released regarding whether the shooting was justified, and no charges have been filed against Officer Anthony DeJulius.